today with a different video. As you can see, I'm all dolled up. So today what I did is I actually followed Kaushal Beauty's Instagram makeup tutorial. I don't know why I did this to myself, because it was hard AF. But I just wanted to push myself out of the comfort zone. And right now a lot of people on YouTube, they're like copying Kaushal Beauty and like Nikki tutorials, and I've seen that quite a lot on YouTube as a trend, so I thought, why not try it myself? I'm not good at makeup to save my entire life. Like, I just enjoy wearing makeup and trying on new things, so please don't judge me for trying. But yeah, I feel like I'm just talking and talking now. But thanks for watching when you do, and please press like and subscribe to my channel, and post any comments of what you think about this video, or whether you liked it, whether you want me to do more, or whether you don't want me to do it. That's also your valid opinion. But yeah, let's start.
Then I'm going in with the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir and the Unicorn Essence. One of them is more of a moisturizer and the other one is more of a primer.
So the little highlighting multicolored drop thing that she has, I definitely do not have that, and I don't even know what that is. So I'm just going to go in with my Good Things Miracle Mattifier Moisturizer Anti-Blemish with the flavour Blackcurrant and Goji Berry. And that's how it looks like. It's from TK Maxx, nothing too fancy. So I'm just going to use that to moisturise my skin. Do not at me for the way I put on moisturiser, by the way. And then in the same drops things that she has a primer. Obviously I don't have that, so once again I'm going to go in with the primer that I use, which is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Instant Retouch Primer. God, they name these long, don't they? And that's how it looks like. Personally, I don't actually use primer. This is, since buying the Fenty Beauty primer, I've been using this a lot, and I feel like it actually has made a difference from when I put foundation and stuff on. I love it. Finding primers is, it depends, because some of them don't agree with my skin, or it just feels like my skin is still dry after putting them on. So just rubbing it in. Gotta actually put on cream and stuff like a child. What is my life?
And the foundation I'm using is the NYX Total Control Total Cover.
So I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty foundation. It's in the shade 330. It's a soft matte long wear foundation, pro filter foundation. And I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand and then dab it on my face, literally.
Next I'm taking this Aqua Luminous Concealer from Becca, and I'm going and highlighting my face.
Now she goes on to using a concealer, but because I have dark circles, I'm going to be using a colour corrector first. I'm going to be using the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in orange. It looks like that. It's quite cute. So I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm going to put them underneath my eye. But this is really hard to get out when you have long nails. I'm not sure why I did this to myself. So I'm basically putting this orange colour corrector in the places where I have like discoloration on my face. So that is underneath my eyes and my upper lip. And now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer. Why do all these things have such long names, honestly? And it is in the shade 04, which is Honey. And I'm basically gonna put them in all the areas Kaushal put to like highlight. And now I'm going to blend that out using the Beauty Blender again. I'm going to use this end because it's got the pointed edge, so it'll be easier for me to blend out. So after blending that all out, I'm basically going in with the foundation side and just trying to make sure that it all blends in to the skin properly.
Those highlight lines, and I'm taking my Becca sculpting it's like a cream, but I'm basically adding some of the rose gold elixir into here just to make it a little bit more creamy, and then I'm going ahead and I am contouring my face.
So now she goes in with a cream contour. I don't actually use cream contour, so I'm just going to be using my normal contour that I use, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow, Face Sculpt and Highlight, and so it's got the contour shade there and the highlight shade, which is here. As you can see, I like it very much, hence why it's hit pan. But I'ma still keep using it because that's me. So I'm basically going to put it in all the same areas that Kaushal put it. So she put it here. She put it here. And here. And then she put some on her nose.
Move on to my liquid highlighter. This is the Iconic London Drops, and these are also available on Cult Beauty.
She then goes in with a liquid highlight, courtesy of the cousin. She knows who she is. I have the High Beam Benefit. Whoop, almost dropped it. And her one is like a drop thing. My one is more like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it on the highlighting points of my face, and then I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender to blend it out, per se. I know this is going to go horribly. It's going to go horribly wrong because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm just going to, and then switch it here. That bit here, and then I'll use the rest of the Beauty Blender to put it above my eyebrows, which is what she does. So she uses the this side, so I'm going to use this side to blend it out. Let's see if this oh, did I lick it? Oh, okay, right. She made it seem as if it's so easy to blend out. I don't know if it's just this, or her one is easier to blend out, or just I'm being retarded.
And then taking this Beauty Bakery flour. It's actually like a setting powder, but I'm taking some of that on to the lid, and I am setting all of the areas where we applied that Becca concealer.
The one I use is the Laura Mercier setting powder. And I'm just gonna get some on the tip of my brush like so, and I'm just gonna put it in the areas where she was setting. I love this translucent setting powder, but sometimes, Jesus Christ, it's just like, it proper like comes out and it's just like, mate, relax, you know?
Move on to setting the contour areas. I'm using HOOLA by Benefit, and yes, Benefit.
So she uses the HOOLA Benefit, which I also have, and I feel so happy that, you know, and special that I have the same product as Kaushal Beauty. Oh my god, I made it in life, guys. Anyway, moving on. She uses this to basically set the places that she contoured. So I'm gonna do the same. Is it just me? I really love the way brushes feel on your face. Like, I could just stroke this all day and go to sleep. It feels so damn good.
this finish. Here I'm taking this Charlotte Tilbury blush and I'm putting that onto the apples of my cheeks. It is super pigmented, so what I do if it is super pigmented is I go over with the beauty blender.
She goes in for a blush, so courtesy of the sister, if you're watching this, love you babes. I'm using her Milani Baked Blush. It's called Red Vino. And that's how it looks like. So just gonna dab. It's super pigmented, so I'm not gonna put too much.
For highlight, I am taking Citrine from Jouer. Again, this is a very Instagram kind of famous product.
So then she goes in with another like highlighter to put on top of the cream highlighter that she put on before. Cream highlighter? Is that even what it's called? You know, the thing that we put on before the highlighter, she's going to basically go over it. So I'm going to do that too. Going to be using the Real Techniques and I'm going to be using the same Charlotte Tilbury one. Damn girl, you're like a friggin' angel. Highlight everywhere, you know, you heard right here.
I'm taking such a popular palette. It's the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills is available on Cult Beauty as well. So I'm taking this shade and I'm putting that on to my brow bone.
And she goes in. Slightly awkward. Forgot about the brush. Anyway, she goes in with the shade Tempura. She uses that to go underneath her eyebrow with the Anastasia Beverly Hills thingamabob. God, could I even speak? Then she goes in with the shade Golden Ochre and uses that to build into her crease. Guys, honestly, this is going to be so funny to see how it turns out because I am so crap at eyeshadow, honestly. Then she goes in with the shade Raw Sienna and she just basically builds the crease up using this colour. She then likes to use like a normal fluffy brush to basically blend it out. So I'm going to be using this brush from BH Cosmetics. And then just blending that out. She then goes in with the shade Realga and she works it on the outside of her crease. She uses this like flat kind of thing side of a tube, so I'm just gonna use my moisturizer end. This is gonna be a lot because I'm gonna have to figure out how to freaking hold this. So you do what Kaushal is doing.
Working on the outer crease, I love taking like a flat side of like a makeup tube and using that as a guide. So that's what I'm doing here. And the one thing that I like using about this rather than tape is that you can literally like just put it aside and see whether or not you're liking the way that your makeup is looking. So I'm just working on both of the outer corners until I am happy with the level of color.
Damn girl, we getting there. She then does that on the other eye. God, this is going to be a mission to try and see if we can get it the same. Alright, she goes back in with the same brush and she uses the shade Red Ochre to kind of darken the crease even more. She's still using this damn end of a tube, which is freaking hard to my life, but we gonna try.
I am just popping that on to the outer corners as well. This is a very Instagram eye. It is so warm and it's so like blended and smoky.
She then goes in with the Cypress Umber shade to deepen the crease. Again, y'all.
I'm putting that onto the outer corners as well. This is going to be that last shade that we use to really deepen that area.
Guys, I'm telling you now, if this doesn't come out the way it's supposed to, like, don't at me, because I'm trying. My eyebrows, I don't even fill in my eyebrows because I believe they're thick enough. Damn, look at the difference. She then goes in with a brush and she uses the shade Primavera for the lid, basically. We're going to get Primavera and put it on my lid. Honestly, guys, if this looks anything like Kaushal's tutorial, I will be gassed. AF. So next she's going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I literally got this the other day. Another thing that I own that Kaushal owns. Winning. And she's going to do the winged eyeliner. So I'm going to try to attempt to do that now. Trust today to be the day that my eyeliner doesn't look great. Fab. She then goes in with mascara. I like to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I do also use another mascara, but sometimes it's a bit too clumpy. Just poke myself in the damn eye. Frick. So now she's working on the lower lash line. So she goes in back with the red shade, the red ochre. And she uses that to basically line her lower lash.
Red shade. And I'm first applying that to my lower lash line as a base colour.
She then goes in with the Cypress Umber shade and basically tries to get that as close to the lash line.
And I'm basically really kind of pushing this up against my lash line because I want it to be really kind of focused there rather than any lower.
To blend those colours out, she uses raw sienna.
Just going to help blend and diffuse all of those lines out. And it doesn't matter if it does go a little bit further down, it just helps with everything look nice and blended.
She then goes in with the mascara again for the lower lash line so that they are even, as in so the top and the bottom are even. Has anybody seen the mascara on my nose? Like, what the fail? This is how you know I'm not a makeup YouTuber, honestly. So she ain't satisfied with her glitter, so I'm just gonna go in as well with a bit more, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty Galaxy eyeshadow palette because, you know, everything is about Fenty Beauty these days. And I'm going to be using Mars on Fire. So I'm going to be using Mars on Fire, which is this shade right here, to give myself more of a gold look. For those who are questioning if you should get this palette, honestly, it is worth it. The colours are super pigmented. God, I feel like an MUA now, like back in with my blending brush and all that jazz. Then she goes in with the Anastasia eyeliner thingamabob. I don't have that, so I'm going to be using MAC eyeliner in the shade Ebony, and I'm just going to use that too. Yeah, you know what I'm doing.
But I'm basically tightlining my upper waterline, and then I'm also going to be doing the same exact thing to the lower waterline.
We already know that I don't have that fancy-ish, so I'm just going to be going in with some lip balm. Smells of like champagne or something. I'm just going to put that on my lips. She goes in with like a nude-ish lip liner. So I'm using MAC, what's this called? Whirl.
Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk. This is such a gorgeous neutral lip shade. You can really go to town and like overline your lips without it looking too like fake, if you know what I mean.
She goes in with a Huda Beauty, but I don't have that, so I'm going to use MUA Luxe London. No idea what shade it is because it doesn't say, but it's like this colour. It's like a pinky nude-ish kind of colour. So just going to put that on top. To finish off the look, she uses NYX Matte, but I use NYX Dewy Finish. I'm just going to spray that all over. And gonna take my hair out. I honestly thought this video was gonna be a fail, but I'm not trying to gas myself up, but I actually think I did okay, you know. Like, eyeshadow, it's not too bad. It's got the whole gold thing going on. Eyeliner could have been better, but you know. And yeah, I think it's good. But shout out to Kaushal Beauty. I will be leaving her original video that I copied in the box below. If you want to go check that out, then go subscribe to her because she hella good. And yeah, so see you guys next time for whatever video is next. I have no idea, but yeah, see you next time and ciao, bye.